The Managing for Results engagement team has been hard at work developing stakeholder communications and engagement strategies about this new management concept adopted by our organization. We labored intentionally to analyze our different audiences, including our employees and leadership, as well as the public, and to develop the most effective methods to be impactful with our messaging. We created a standard Managing for Results overview speech that can provide digestible information about this concept. It has been shared with commissioners and others as they speak to our community. One effective strategy included County Manager Davis's appearance on In Touch with Durham County to speak to co-hosts about the background and work performed to develop Durham County's model.
So I've talked to you about sort of the planning component. What I want to do now is to sort of shift gears a little bit and talk to you about sort of the management piece, and that's primarily, those important things that we want to in fact make happen. So it's, as I pointed out before, it's extremely important for us to work to build considerable capacity within our organization for the express purposes of doing performance measurements, but we also want to make sure that we reinforce accountability. We want to do things like create an opportunity and, of course, an environment that encourages innovation and, of course, employee empowerment.
He was joined by Deputy County Managers Marquita Welton and Lee Worsley, who spoke about specific Managing for Results examples stemming from public health and EMS. The show aired for a month and remains on our website for viewing. Our team also examined a variety of methods to engage employees at all levels, with the goal of meeting employees where they work and sharing direct, relevant examples to help them better embrace the message. We have begun to work with department heads to schedule presentations during their employee meetings and more. We decided to share a series of informational videos to appear on employee desktops over a 6-week period. Gina Rozier took the lead in drafting the scripts with editorial assistance from the rest of the team. The county manager graciously made the time to record 6 test videos for us. Once completed, we hosted an employee focus group to test effectiveness. Here is one of the videos that was shared.
Hello, and thanks for your continued attention as I talk with you about Managing for Results and what it means for Durham County government. This is the 4th in a series of 6 videos that are designed to introduce you to the overall concept and briefly explain each of the 4 steps of Managing for Results: planning, budgeting, managing, and evaluation. Today, we're going to talk about the managing stage. If you recall, you learned that the goal of the planning stage is to group all the activities involved in serving the citizens of Durham County into themes that connect to major priorities and objectives. We do that to make it easier to measure our success in specific areas. The other goal is to plan the steps necessary to carry out our programs. In the next phase, we allocate the resources necessary to fund our programs. This is the budgeting stage. It's focused on funding outcomes and ensuring that every resource is aligned to the best to achieve the success we've identified in the planning phase. So now, to use an analogy, we've got our roadmap, we've gassed up the car, it's time to get moving and put the program in motion. This phase, where we're running the program and managing the process as we go, is called the managing stage. Or sometimes you will hear it called the implementation stage. Simply put, it's managing the operational processes, managing the staff, and managing our relationships with our partners and vendors in order to see the program through to success. As we do this, we're also collecting the data we'll need later to assess the program, to assess whether the program can be improved or if it needs fewer or more resources. I want to hear your thoughts on what you've learned so far. So if you have any questions or feedback, click on the link below this video. Or if you think of something you'd like to ask later, email your questions to mfr@dconc.gov. We have a team of folks who will get right back to you with an answer. Thank you again for everything you do to serve our residents and for taking time and initiative to learn more about where our organization is headed. I'll see you here again next week.
Afterwards, we listened as participants made detailed, relevant suggestions about our scripting, including thinking about visual learners, using a music track, and downsizing some terminology. Using that feedback and employing learning and evaluation from our model, we have recorded a new round of videos with professional videographers and editors to produce the type of communication that will be most effective at getting our Managing for Results introduction to all our employees. Look for that series to begin in the final week of August. Once all the videos have appeared, we will place them on our Managing for Results website, where they can serve as a reference and continue to be an appropriate learning tool.